So I was making a video with my daughter about how to make slime for Wiley Publishing. You know, the people who make the For Dummies books? And I had a little mishap.
Oh, no!
No!
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, see, this is why you use washable glue.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Oh, I got it on my dummy shirt. Oh, slime. Now, I've made a lot of videos for Wiley, and I would like to continue doing so I really need that shirt. And I was a little terrified that I had just ruined it. So the gears start churning, and I think, why don't I try vinegar? I don't know why I thought that, but I figured at least it won't damage the shirt. A real quick note to parents out there. I have just discovered that white vinegar does a really good job dissolving slime off of clothing. I imagine it probably would work pretty well on carpets, furniture, that sort of thing. So if you run into that problem like I just did, try some white vinegar. Of course, getting a stain out of a shirt is a lot easier if you do it right after it happens, but of course that's not usually what happens. Usually the kid just takes off their shirt, throws it in the laundry, and you find it about a week later and it's all dried and crusty and you think the shirt's ruined. So I decided to conduct an experiment. I rubbed some slime into 2 different kinds of fabric and I let it dry overnight. The next day it was all dry and crusty and I poured some vinegar on it and I let it sit for about 10-12 minutes or so and I scratched at it a lot with my fingernail. When I washed those out in the sink, in the t-shirt material, it came out completely. In the white towel, it took a little bit more effort. I went back again and put more vinegar on it. I think that was partly because of the food coloring more than the slime. Now, we make our slime with washable glue, but this experiment led me to wonder how well vinegar would work on non-washable adhesives. So I decided to try 3 different things that I had around. Elmer's Glue All, which is not washable, Mod Podge, and E6000. I poured them on an old burp cloth that I had left over from when my kids were babies, and I rubbed it in and let it dry. So I poured vinegar on all 3 and I waited. By the 10-minute mark, the Elmer's Glue All was completely dissolved. The Mod Podge was well on its way. It was softening and I could scrape some of it off. The E6000 was going nowhere. As time went on, I added a little bit more vinegar and kept scraping away at the Mod Podge and the E6000. At the 30-minute mark, the Mod Podge was well on its way to dissolving, and I think if I had left it longer and worked at it, it probably would have come completely out. The E6000, however, was not going to budge. So 2 lessons learned here. Number 1, always make slime with washable glue. Number 2, if you do get adhesive on something, no matter what it is, give some vinegar a shot. Let it soak for a while, maybe work at it a little bit. It may work, it may not, but hey, it's worth a shot and that's what Chick Fix is all about. Y'all have a great day and keep rocking out with your caulk out. You know, now that I think about it, I probably should have tried using vinegar to get rid of caulk. That would solve so many problems.